Yo, what's going on, guys? Gino here, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a faded graphic design or a faded asset or whatever you guys want to call it. Just a faded graphic, I guess you can say. It's a really easy tutorial. Many people have been asking me on YouTube how to make a faded T-shirt, and it's really easy. I mean, if the graphic creator wasn't all messed up, I would just tell everybody to go download my asset. But since the assets aren't working right now, I can't make an asset of a faded graphic or whatever. So I'm just gonna basically teach you guys how to make your own. Alright guys, but that's really it. So anyways, let's get started. So anyways, launch the graphic creator once you sign into your EA account. And once you get here, just select one of these random ones or whatever. It doesn't have to be anything special. But I mean, if you already have one, all you gotta do is bookmark it and then come on here and put it in. Like I already have some, but it doesn't work for on my EA account. So as you see, like when I press it, it doesn't load up. But anyways, come to shapes and then select any shape that you want to fade. And the box one is usually the best because that's the one you're working with. And then you're simply just going to want to like move it all the way to the side, like so it's off left to right off your canvas or whatever. And then move it all the way up to the top. Once you do that, you're going to want to click it again and make it smaller, like at least the size of the little square rectangle boxes or square boxes around the whole entire thing, like the grid. Alright, so make it at least this size right here. It doesn't really have to be perfect. The more smaller it is, the more you have to do. But however, it's really cool once you get the hang of it or whatever. Alright, so once you have your little black box, it doesn't have to be black. It could be whatever color you want, but I prefer to use black right now, so just use black. Okay, at the end, you could just change the color by selecting everything and just changing the color. Alright, but once you did that, you could go ahead and stamp it. Or go to the stamp tool down here. Come over here so you can stamp your little rectangle box that you made. Come underneath the one that you already did. Go back to the little move tool. Go back to your graphic and then move it up. So it's literally right underneath the first one that you made. So if you change the color, as you see, it's right on top of each other. Or right below each other. Alright, so once you did that, once you have your second one made, you're going to want to come down here to the opacity little tool down here. And just simply, as you see, there's a whole bunch of little notches. That's basically how much you're going to have to do a whole bunch of these little rectangles around. And then just keep on lowering the opacity down. So I'm just going to do a few of them just so you guys can see what I mean. I'm not moving it down all the way. As you can see, this little side over here, there's a little extra space. So I just moved it down a little bit. Then once you moved it down or whatever and the opacity lowered, come over here to stamp. And then stamp another one. And just keep on doing this over and over. And as you see, there's a little white gap in between them. I don't know if you can see that. But simply all you gotta do is move it up a little bit more. Move it up a little bit more and it should look a little bit better. Alright, and now you're going to take the third one that you made and then simply move it down a little bit more. And just keep on playing with the notches and the opacity, I guess you can say. It's really, really not that hard at all to do. And then, as you see, it's a little bit all messed up because I'm trying to rush it. But as you see, there's no gaps in between any of those. Come over here to this one. Lower the opacity down. Stamp it. And keep on doing this process until you get basically all the way onto the end of the little opacity thing. So the little sidebars all the way down. Now, again, you don't have to do that. Well, you do, but I mean, sometimes, usually, when I do it, I don't go all the way down to the bottom because that does take a lot of time. And I don't want to waste my time doing this, a little opacity thing. So what I do is I just keep on stamping the ones I already did and moving it around and all that kind of stuff and changing the colors. Because usually in my graphics that I make, my opacity, the graphics that I make, I don't use this little fade, the whole entire graphic. I use it only for like a small amount. Like for a jersey, this will help a lot for a jersey if you're making a jersey asset or graphic. Alright, so I'm just going to keep pausing the video. I'm going to pause the video right now, whatever. And just finish the rest of this right here so the video don't be that long. So 1 second. Alright guys, so as you see, it looks pretty cool. So as right now, I would not even go farther on. But if you guys want to go farther, then you can. But I'm just going to stay right here. But however, I'm going to show you guys if you guys want to make it more of a fade. I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. But once you get, like, you fold up your whole entire canvas, all you want to do is click the tippy top with the first graphic that you made. And drag all the way down to the bottom. So you get this little yellow box. And then it's basically going to select every single one of those shapes that you made. As you see right here, I'm moving every single one of them. And then all you're going to want to do is simply move it all the way up. You could group everything together. That's what I usually do, and then just make it small, and then move it up to the top, and then simply you can make it a little bit bigger so you don't have to keep on doing everything over and over. And then you can simply ungroup it right here, and or you don't ungroup it unless every single shape you can see. So if you ungroup it, then it will all work still like that. All right, but once you did that, you could come over here to the bottom one that you made already, stamp it, and keep on doing the same process over and over until you basically reach the end of the opacity sidebar, and it'll look pretty cool at the end if you actually sit there all day doing that. Well, not all day. It literally takes like 5 minutes if you want to get this little opacity bar all the way down to the bottom. All right, guys. But once you did that, your fade is actually pretty much done. Again, there's some little white gaps in there. To fix that, it's really simple. All you want to do is click it and move it up with your arrow keys or whatever, or move it with the tool, the moving tool. And then you can even come over here to the colors once you group everything together and change the colors around, like to a nice red fade, nice blue fade. And then once you like whatever color you did, come over here to the background color of the whole canvas and change it. Like if you want a nice red in the background, you could do that as well. And have a nice blue to red fade, I guess you can say. And that's basically it, guys, how to make an asset. It basically just did that right there. I don't know why. But yeah, it just really messed up. I don't know. But anyways, that's basically it, guys. It's all blue right now because the opacity was like got turned up all the way. I just messed it up. So be careful whenever you're messing with it because sometimes that happens. I just lowered the opacity down and went back to normal. Alright, guys, but that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon. Peace out.